What is up, everybody? I'm going to give you guys a tour of my online claw machine and arcade game warehouse, where we have all of these online claw machines and different arcade games streaming live 24/7 through these live webcams. And you can actually control these games from anywhere in the world through my app or through the website. So just for example, somebody's playing this machine right here, trying to win this Butterbee, and they might have picked them up right by the head, and he goes right into the chute for an awesome win. This one right here is called an egg break. You essentially have to break these eggs, pick them up, and then get them into the tube. They almost picked that one up right now. Also, I'm gonna give you guys some behind the scenes that you'll never see before from any other online arcade, just on how these machines actually kind of function and work, because the technology behind everything is very, very cool. The goal of this game is to use the claw, pick up the balls. It drops them in this like winning area right here, and there is 3 ways to win. There's basically 3 jackpot holes, and the ticket values are determined by the sign on the back. So for instance, if you get a ball in the white hole, you'll win 1,000 tickets, or the green hole all the way up to 12,500 tickets. But something very cool that we added to this machine is if you get a black ball in any of the holes, it will not register a win, and it will remove that hole as a winning option. The goal would be that you want to get a black ball in the 1,000 ticket hole, because that's the lowest value. Then that way you're guaranteed to win either 3,500 or 12,500. So they picked up an orange one and they failed. Now, something cool about this game is I'll just give them a win if they actually don't get the ball in there. The ball goes in, and what will happen is it will register the win for the value that they got. This little devil falls down from the back, but we created a little contraption here that actually reels him back up, so nobody has to like go in and rehang it. And then the correct ticket value is given by these sensors that are underneath the machine, awaiting the win, and then it relays that back to our microcontroller that sends out the correct ticket value to the player. Once a machine like this is won, it has to be physically restocked, so we will take the balls out, put them back into the bowl to pick up from again. And we have a fun little robot friend over here that we call Henry, that tells us when a machine needs to be replaced.
Machine 46 is waiting for replacement.
That will scream through the whole warehouse, and then we know we have to go and fill that machine. This is another one. This is called Over the Rainbow. It's a very similar concept. However, the tray that you would get the balls in is spinning around in a circle, and you have to pick up your ball and aim it so it goes through this white tube. Once you actually win it, it will register the win, and then the machine will, of course, again be restocked. There's all different types of machines as well. This is more of a display prize machine where you're not picking up the thing that you actually get. You choose a selection, and then there's a display prize, like these eggs, that you actually play for in the game. Then there's other machines like this one where you're actually picking up the prize that you get delivered. This is kind of another display prize style game where you're using a magnet to fish out these solo cups, and only one cup is magnetic, which means out of all these cups, one of them has a magnet in it that'll actually magnetize to the claw. Once you pick that one up, it drops it in the chute, and then you win. We also have physical commercial games like Keymaster right here that you would normally see on a location that has different prizes in it. This machine's very cool. It's currently in the early stages of the development, but when you get balls through here, these will light up different colors, or they will turn off the lights, and then this is gonna be a very cool bingo style machine. 90% of the machines that we have that are like specialized games inside of claw machines, we actually develop in the warehouse. So for instance, this is completely 3D printed, and then all of the wiring down here is custom to the actual microcontroller. This determines like the win logic, and then of course when to turn off and change the color of the holes. This is another very cool machine called Ball Abduction. Now this is one of our first self-refilling ball drop style machines that we've ever created. One of our game technicians designed this completely independently and is one of the coolest machines. So it works like just any other ball drop style machine, where you use the claw, you pick up the balls, they land on this platform. Now instead of somebody coming in and manually refilling it, I'm gonna show you guys how this machine refills itself. So somebody would be playing, they would drop the claw, they'd pick up balls. I'm just gonna throw a bunch in here so you guys get the idea how it works. So then a ball will eventually land on the platform, and this entire tray will collapse into the ball hopper, and then these will cycle through. The tray will reset itself. Now it's ready for another play, and then the balls are cycling back into the machine through this vacuum mechanism. You can actually go behind it and you can see the balls vacuuming themselves up through the tube. This sensor right here is actually just registering if a ball went through and if the vacuum should stay on. Once no more balls are coming through, the vacuum will turn off, and then the machine will be ready to play. This entire hopper assembly is custom 3D printed, so it's taking the balls, using this spindle thing here to make sure that they go into the proper hole. Now that it's empty, the sensor is no longer registering balls, so the vacuum turns off, and now somebody can play again without any actual physical restocking. This is one of our few UFO catchers that we have. This is more of a Japanese style machine where you use the 2-pronged claw instead of 3 to essentially scoop the prize off of either the ledge, the bar, or whatever platform the prize is held on. So for instance, over time, you're gonna pull this off until it falls down. We also have another version of this over here where you scoot the prize off of the platform. These are a few other machines that we have. This one's called Psycho Cylinders, and they're hockey style goal games where instead of dropping it into the chute, you want to manipulate these tubes to roll them into the goal, and once they go in, you actually win. Same concept over here. This is pixel punishment. So you pick up these pixels, you hope it ricochets off either the front glass or other pixels that you make kind of a wall with by just picking them up. Eventually, they'll ricochet off and then go into the goal. This one's very fun, more of a carnival style game where you use the candy claw, pick up these balls, and you want to get a ball to land in every single corner to actually win. So once every corner is full, then it will register the win. Basically, there's IR sensors like or what in a TV remote, and once the IR light reflects into the photo cell, it will register a win. We also have these real Angry Birds machines that you would play at a regular arcade like Round 1 or Dave & Buster's. You're actually able to control the coin pusher from anywhere in the world and win the towers. Of course, you get tickets, and then the tickets save in your account, and then you can redeem them for like instant gift cards or physical prizes. These are the beginner games that we have. When you first download the app, you're greeted with these machines. They are easier to win on, just so you understand and learn the controls, how the machine works, and then you can actually win easier versus learning a whole brand new type of machine like Extreme Cup Pong. The concept of this game is very cool. So you would use the claw, you'd pick up the balls from this bowl, and then once you actually pick up a ball, it will drop it on this bounce platform, and you want to get all 3 balls full to actually win the prize. So once all 3 cups have a ball in it, it will register a win. A few other machines right here. This is just another ball drop style machine where a prize drops from the back. We also have Talon Tug or Cluck and Claw here where you pick up these golden eggs, it drops them into this tube, and then you win. And every single one of these machines has a way of registering the win that you normally wouldn't see at a regular arcade, because of course, when you're in a regular arcade, the prize falls in the chute, you just use your hand to take it out. Very easy, you know when you win. However, with these machines, we have to register it with sensors. So when there's something strange like this, where there's variables like you can use the claw and pick up the hay, and then the hay will actually register a prize, we have to come up with solutions to make sure things like that don't happen, and it will, for instance, only register the egg. Of course, I didn't pick any hay up, but now if I just drop it in the tube, it's not going to register a win. And the way that we got around that is by creating this egg extraction system. So down here, we have a pipe that has 2 sensors on it and a solenoid. So this solenoid will stop the egg from going through, but it will not stop the hay. So I can give you guys an example by just dropping the egg in. The egg gets held, the sensors will register it, it will dispense the egg, and once it sees the egg's not there anymore, the solenoid will retract back in. And then now the win is actually registered correctly. This was one of our prototype tubes where we had the solenoid with like the relay board and then our microcontroller that stops the egg or the ball from getting through. And this is our newest version that we completely 3D printed that kind of holds on like a motor flange onto the play field, and then the ball would go through it or the egg. This is where the solenoid is, and then the solenoid will stop the ball or the egg from going through. Once it registers that there's one there, it will retract in, and then it will release the egg or the ball. We also have other machines that we're setting up. For instance, this golden Keymaster that we just got. It's completely refurbished, very cleaned up now, with the prize slots actually installed. So this one's going up very soon with large major prizes. And then finally, throughout the warehouse, we have the actual prize inventory. So this is what goes out to you guys when you win prizes. So we have buckets and buckets of just different plush and items. Oh, that one's empty. Fat nuggets. I believe there's some Sonics in there. Oh, just some more plush. Specific items. So like some of the reversible items that we have. ClawCrazy socks. Oh yeah, right there, ClawCrazy socks. Pudgy penguins. Some Star Wars characters right here. Different Halloween prizes that are coming out. Squishmallows, pop figures, some Spider-Man noirs that we don't really know what to do with because these became worth like $80 or $50 somehow after they were purchased. So I have no idea what game to put those in. This is the shipping area. These are the prizes that are shipped very regularly, either to brand new players or existing players. And then we have this section over here, which is a lot of the one prizes that have already been redeemed that are in people's carts. Items that we have that we don't have enough of. So like we have a couple South Park, we have Lord right there, Bob's Burgers. And then this is like the ticket wall shelf where items that were redeemed for tickets, won in tournaments or actually physically won from the claw machine, but we have to order it in, like these thermoses or Pokemon card boxes. So that is about it for the small little ClawCrazy warehouse tour. You guys can have a little bit of insight how the claw machines actually work and how the games function. If you guys want to download the app or play these games, you can download it right now on the iOS or the Android App Store. Right now, new players will get 200 free tokens, or you can go on the website ClawCrazy.com and play from any device, actually like even a VR headset or on your TV. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Make sure you check out the app ClawCrazy on your App Store or the website, and I will see you guys next time.